What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Elias-The, and this is Drink and Dish. Thank you all for coming back. Had to take a little hiatus. Life got busy for me. Parents moved over to Texas from California after 100 years. They decided to move, so I was busy dealing with that. But I'm back. I'm back to entertain you all. And today, I kept it kind of simple, sorta. I threw it back to a classic cocktail. I'm just gonna make a margarita, but you know, it's me, so I give it my own little spin. So first, we're gonna start with the tequila. Yes. Go ahead and pour that down in our jug like so. And y'all know me, I like my drinks what? Strong. So we're gonna pour it till about there. Splash a little more, why not, right? All right. Next, I already blended this. This is some pineapple margarita mix with some raspberries and strawberries. I didn't feel like muddling them. I got lazy, so I just threw the shit in the blender to mix it all up. We're gonna pour that down in our jug like so. Boom. Bam. We're gonna add a little more of this pineapple margarita mix. There we go. Next, I made some simple syrup here. Now, it's a little yellowish, greenish in color because it is mint infused simple syrup. So we're gonna pour a little of this simple syrup down in here. Give it a sweeter taste, bam. And then next, I'm gonna squeeze in a whole ass lemon. Ooh. Juicy, juicy, juicy. All right. Damn. I think I'm gonna add just a little more of this right here. I think that should be good. Go ahead and give this a little stir. Bam, bam, bam. Next, we got the glass here that's nicely rimmed for y'all. Okay, you see that rim? I rim things quite well. And so, we're gonna go ahead and get that ice in there. Let's see, yep. Spilling, y'all know how I do. I spill shit everywhere. Bam. Throw a few raspberries in there for decoration. Go ahead and pour our drink in. Out there. X, gotta top it with a little bubbly. See, tonight's episode is special for me because I have some of my closest friends coming in for a Zoom meeting to discuss tonight's topic. They live all over the place, so I say we gotta do Zoom for this. So there, top it off with that little bubbly. Because like I said, I'm celebrating. I'm so excited to have them all here tonight. Boom, like that. You can go ahead and garnish with a little strawberry on the side. And that's the drink for the night, folks. It is my pineapple, raspberry, strawberry, bubbly surprise margarita. I don't know. I didn't feel like thinking of a name, so those are all the ingredients is what this drink is, all right? But now that we have the drink, it's time to get into this week's discussion. All right, everyone, welcome back to Drink and Dish. This week's video is a little different. As you saw in the first part, I was making the cocktail, but unlike normal, where I normally come to the purple table and chat with whoever my guest is, this week is a Zoom meeting amongst some of my very closest and best friends. This week, the topic is about friendship. That's why I've titled this episode as, What About Your Friends? So everyone out there in YouTube land, please give a big round of applause and a shout out to some of my very good friends. First, we have, I don't even know, the list goes on, but we have beauty shop owner, author, lifestyle coach, mother, wife. What am I missing? Because
hey y'all.
Please, everyone, welcome my good friend Natasha.
Yeah.
She's there.
Thank you.
Dr. Ashley, who is a wonderful pharmacist and a what's the word that we used before?
Of course.
There you go.
Go.
Yes. So everyone, welcome Ashley. Next, we have soon to be one of the biggest real estate moguls in LA or the world, speaking that into existence. It's my boy Dan. Everyone say hello to him. And last but not least, you know this lovely lady. She is my bestie from way back, like 4 flats on a Cadillac. Okay. Soon to have a wonderful podcast of her own. She's out here making some moves in these streets, on top of being in the health and wellness field as well. Please give it up for my friend Jasmine. So thank you guys. Yes, thank you all for coming. How is everybody doing?
Good.
Great.
We're doing good.
Real
Awesome.
good.
Awesome. Thank you guys again for coming and being a part of this. I have recently been listening to, podcasts I listen to, TV shows I watch and stuff. And for whatever reason, these last couple of weeks, a lot of the stuff I've seen or watched or listened to targeted friendship. And so that's where I got my inspiration and spark. And the reason why I wanted to do it with you all is because out of all my many friend groups, and y'all know I got friends from here to the wazoo, and I don't know how not to have friends. But out of all my friend groups, I feel personally that this is the one friend group that is almost seamless. Like, I can't recall a time where any of us have ever even been mad at each other, like legitimately. Like, there's never been a time where it's like, you know what, I'm not going to the party today because so-and-so irritated me. You know what, I'm gonna take a break from this person because I feel we are so in sync and so in tune and so just our vibes just together. It's just very different than most friend groups. A lot of times when you're in your different friend groups, there's going to be an attitude here or there, which is normal as human nature. But to me, I feel like our friend group is abnormal because I personally can't recall a time where we have had any real issues in the least bit. So that is why I have you all here. So thank you again for coming. And before we get started with all the questions and the actual conversation, I would love to play an icebreaker with you guys. Earlier, I had you all write everyone's first initial down on a piece of paper because I have a list of questions here that basically we're going to judge who would most likely be that friend to do this, okay? Y'all ready? And and by majority rules, if you are that friend, take a sip of your drink, whatever you're sipping on, all right? I'm right here, margarita, pineapple, strawberry, some mint. Yeah. Wow. Yes. So, first question, all right? Who out of this group is the most giving? Start a little easy. And when you have your answer, just go ahead and raise it up.
Yeah, all right, that makes it easy.
Okay. 2 Tasha, for Jasmine. 2 for Jasmine. 3. Jasmine, you are the winner of this one. Go ahead and sip on the drink.
Oh, we love you.
Who out of this group is the funniest?
Really?
This is hard because everybody is really funny to me. Don't give me the drink, Tosh. You know what? You real slick, Ashley, but that's not gonna work.
Look, it took 2 seconds.
There you go. Dan,
Who is it?
It's you, brother.
Oh, shit.
It is you, yes. Who out of this group needs the most attention?
Oh.
This is another person.
I was like, let's not even lie.
Okay, drink up.
When it's unanimous, no.
Okay.
When it's unanimous, you know. Yes. All right. Who eats the most?
Can we vote for ourselves?
Yes.
I feel like I'll be sorry. You know, people who know. Because I was gonna pick him.
Go ahead. That's all you, Ashley.
I knew it. Greedy. Definitely ate twice before the show.
Who is most likely to get into a fight at the club? Hold on, where's
We love.
Go ahead. Take your sip.
But the people that don't know me like this, they be like, never. But the people that really know me, they be like, yeah, girl, that one.
Watch your back.
Okay. Who is the best cook?
It's hard for me.
No, we eaten everybody's.
Can we tie?
I was literally about to write hella names on a paper.
These tacos, I'm just going because I love your tacos, bro.
Thank you. All right.
Jay, 3 names on my paper.
It looks like it's between me and you, Tasha, or was it me? I don't know who.
I put you, I put Jazz. Okay, yeah, you take your shot.
Yeah.
The stuffed peppers, Jasmine, on fleek, bro. I remember that all the way in San Leandro.
That's right.
To think about this.
Who has the most hoes when they're single?
You really gonna put this on tape?
Oh,
I said when you're single.
definitely I know who.
That was the one I was going for.
Y'all are some cold ass motherfuckers. Okay, let me just say
Let
that
me
right.
pretend like I'm looking for the letter.
I'm gonna just say that right now. Okay.
Love, bro. It's all love.
Oh my god.
Patient.
Who is most likely to ask for a water cup and then go fill it with soda?
I don't think none of my friends drink soda.
Or you know the premise.
That's a rough one.
Hey.
I don't remember. Okay. We might be mature now, but we know what.
Just because you bougie.
I say because I know you ain't never scared, bro. I know you ain't never scared. I dare you.
Look, I DoorDash and be picking up folks' order and be like, hey, can I get a water cup? And go right over to the fountain. Don't blame me. All right. So our last one, we'll go with who falls in love the easiest?
Mm.
In love.
Gosh,
Easiest.
that's a rough one.
That's a real hard one for me.
It ain't rough for me.
I feel like. See,
I was gonna say for you,
The struggle is
for
real.
myself. It was between me
yes.
in love.
Definitely.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go with, since you put yourself out there.
Right.
All right, awesome. So that was the game. Little fun, little icebreaker for us to just, warm up get used to this nice little meeting we got going on, all right? So, like I said in the whole little intro, this episode's all about friendship. It's about what it is to be a friend, how to maintain friendships. Like I said, I feel like with our group, we could probably impart a lot of knowledge to people who are struggling with friends or struggling in their friend group, not sure how to navigate. All right. So I'm going to be asking these questions, and just like raise your hand a little bit so we're not talking over each other, and everyone will get a chance to, answer. All right. Just off the top, I want to know, what are 3 qualities that you all look for in a friend? Like your top 3, that is what, if these 3 qualities are a must. Who would like to go first? Go ahead, Natasha.
Loyal,
Okay.
morals or similar values, and spontaneous. Like, we have to be able to have fun.
Okay. Awesome. Go ahead, Dan.
I would say honesty, loyalty, and someone who is genuine.
Okay.
Those are very, very important to me.
Yes.
I'm looking for friends.
I'll go next. Okay. Loyalty. As we see, this is a common theme. Loyalty, honesty, and non-judgmental. Like, for me, I need you not to judge me. So I don't need judgy friends. I don't like judgy friends. That's not me. Go ahead, Jack.
I think for me, of course, loyalty. Also authenticity. I feel like if you bring your best self, we'll know if we vibe or not. And the other is communication. I feel like, because if there is an issue, we can talk it out. Like,
Yeah, communication is key in a successful friend group. That's very true. Ash?
For me, loyalty was first, and I like kind, like genuinely kind people, and easygoing. I don't like stiff people. You gotta be willing to go with the flow. I like those types of people.
Awesome. Those are all great answers. Like I said, loyalty is the common thing. And a lot of times you don't find loyal people nowadays. Like, it's really hard out here in these streets to find someone loyal and to have your picker, right? Like, you know what, that's someone I can deal with. That's the one who I know will be true to the end. So, those are things that definitely I feel like everyone, regardless, should, definitely look into. Out of our friend group, like I said, I've already bragged enough, but what do you all find like different or unique or special or whatever about our circle? Go ahead, Dan.
So me probably being the newest to this group, what I love about the people that I've met is the honesty, how real they are. Every single person that's on this panel, I've had real conversations with. As a matter of fact, when Tasha was speaking, it made me think about the first time I was able to experience her was at Jasmine's graduation party out on the balcony. And we were just having an open conversation actually about, I believe it was about sex. I mean, happens a lot when I'm in the conversation, you know what I mean? But just the honesty about where she was, who she was, and the no judgment, the no shame. It is what it is. This is who I am. You either like it or you don't. And everybody really has that same vibe here. I love that. I love how this group is supportive of each other. If you're doing something, they want to support you. They want to see you win. That's like, this group is just, they're all about that. And the other thing I love about this group is how they stick together. I mean, I'd probably say this group is my closest group of friends, and I've known them the least amount of time. So that speaks volumes about the character of each person.
Sorry to interject real quick. Y'all may not realize this, but next year is our 10th anniversary.
Oh, wow.
2012.
Wow, that's crazy.
wow.
Yeah, I know. All right, who wants to go next? Anybody? Go ahead, Tasha.
Like nobody else. So it's part of what Dan said too, like the support. You know, some friend groups, even friends I've had forever, it can feel like it's in competition or you don't really feel comfortable being your true authentic self. And I feel like here, it doesn't matter what we're doing over the span of 10 years, wherever we are in our lives, we just genuinely support one another. Yes. And in alignment with that, just motivating, like this is the group where if nobody else is going to show up, we're going to show up for each other. And I just love that. And also just the fact that each and every one of you motivates me in some way. Like whenever I see you guys, even when we're going through tough times, it's never like a depressing thing. It's like turning to you guys, looking at your page, texting you, talking to you. It motivates me. Every time I look at any of y'all, I'm like, okay, let me step my game up. Let me do better. Let me just try and elevate more and more in this journey together.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Anybody else want to go? Go ahead.
I want to say that the last thing you said, Tasha, is literally how I feel about the group in general. But one thing that I appreciate about everybody in our group is I feel the most comfortable. Like I can be me, if that makes sense. And I don't feel as if, and I appreciate the fact that we're busy. Right? But we may not talk for weeks or even months, right? But when we get back on, when they, it's cliche to say, oh, we pick up where we left off, but we seriously don't miss a beat. And I appreciate that. I appreciate the motivating factor of this group. You guys actually push me. I appreciate that this entire group is full of bosses. Like when I brag about this group, I always say like, I am so motivated by what they do because everyone has their own lane. And even if some of the lanes intersect, we don't hate on each other. We motivate each other and we push each other through. If we have a roadblock, you know who to go to for what type of answer. So that's what I really, really love about this group.
Go ahead, Ash.
I was going to say, I feel like this group is like a safe space. It's like that one group of friends where you can be like, like you can read, like you know how to. I can bring my kids. I can bring an extra friend. They're just gonna be like, bruh, but whatever. We finna have a good time. That's just what we do. We just always make it a welcoming, open space for everybody to be who they are, wherever they are. And I truly appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely. That's I ditto everything that everyone has said, especially about the support. Me as being a creative, and like I said, we're all creatives in our own right. We all have our own thing. But for me, just on a personal level, like I sit back and watch how everyone supports the stuff I do. And so in return, like I want to give that back in return. And I love that. That's kind of the spirit amongst us. Like, oh, so-and-so's got this going on. Got you, bro. Oh, this is happening here. Got you. Like, it's dope. Like, I started this YouTube journey and y'all were on it. Like, got you. I decided to do this stupid ass wind down Wednesdays, and y'all, when y'all can't make it in, because I know with everyone's work schedule, y'all be like, in the room, see ya, hey, what's going on? And that is so beautiful to have true friendships and true love and support. Because you have some friends who will support you just to say that they support you. It won't always be as genuine as you think. And I feel like with this group, like the support is real. Like we will try to stop what we're doing. We'll rearrange our schedules, whatever. We will try to make ish happen just so that way, whoever it is knows that, hey, we got each other's back, blah, blah, blah. So
Elias, can I add to that? I also appreciate how we love each other's families as well. Whether we met them or not, or once or twice, I feel like every time we even get together, we ask about each other's families, spouses, kids, mom, dad, things like that. And I love that about our friend group too. So I had to throw that in there.
Yes. And one other thing, I love that we pray. Yeah. All of us pray for each other. When we're going through stuff, not going through stuff, just in the day, like, Lord, bless, my friends in the Bay. Like, that's one of in my daily prayers. I'd be like, bless these friends, blah, blah, blah. And I know all of us are some prayer warriors up in here. So I know that's something that, like, is also kind of different. Not everyone is equally yoked, and I feel like we are in that aspect, you know. So, you know, it's all sounding all lovely roses and stuff, but we are human beings, and so there are times where friends will work your nerves and get on your nerves, and you be ready to cuss them out, maybe cut them off. Who knows what it is? So, with that being said, do you feel like setting boundaries amongst your friends, whether it's this friend group or other friend groups, do you feel like that is a healthy thing, a helpful thing? What is your take on setting boundaries with friends? Go ahead, Dan.
I think that if you're true friends, then in theory, one should not have to set boundaries. You should be as free to be and show who you are, and that person should accept you. However, in that, I do feel that there should be a level of respect to where I shouldn't have to set boundaries with you because you respect me enough to where I don't have to do that. That you're not gonna come and bring shit to me to where I have to be like, okay, look, let's set a boundary right here because you can't do that. Like, you know, if we're true friends, you should respect me enough to where I should never have to do that. And in turn, I respect and love you enough to where you never feel that you're gonna come at me sideways or anything like that. That's my opinion on that. Okay.
Cool. Go ahead, Tasha.
I only want to go because I literally just want to ditto everything he said. Yeah. I'm like, I was thinking the same thing about us you shouldn't necessarily have to set them right, because we should know each other well enough to kind of know where our boundaries are, to always be respectful. And kind of to what Jasmine said earlier, when something does come up that maybe I don't like or you don't like, we should be comfortable enough and love each other enough to be able to say it in a kind way where it's a conversation. So it's not even necessarily setting a boundary. It's just like, you know, I didn't really feel that, or, you know, this idea, I'm not really rocking with that. And it's like, okay, cool. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, and we can kind of move on. Yeah. But I feel like if it's a point where I have to once or even consistently set boundaries, like you keep crossing over this, that friendship isn't going to last too long because we're not on the same wavelength.
True.
Agreed. Mm-hmm. I don't think I have nothing to add. So pass me.
I'm like, I guess I wouldn't say this group, but I do set boundaries with some friends. I don't know. I think it's, I guess a boundary for me is I don't like to get in people's like married business. Like that's like a boundary for me. I don't want to know that because I just find that it just could bring more drama if you start like having issues with someone's spouse or something like that. It's like, I guess in being married, I understand that like people go through things and people don't forget what you say. So I made it a boundary for myself to be like, you know what, give that to your therapist. Let that be in a safe space, because I don't want to find myself being in a compromised position just because I know something that I shouldn't know, in my opinion. Like, I'm going to form an opinion, I'm going to form a judgment, and I'm going to want to protect my friend by nature. And, so now I'm looking at somebody sideways just because of some information I know. I would rather not have to deal with that. So I would say out of all that, like, that's my boundary. I just want you to be happy in your relationship. Be happy in mine. And it's just to me to reduce the drama and allow us to stay friends and be friends.
I feel that. My take on boundaries is similar to what everyone said, but something, and this has to do with my own past traumas, but for me personally, when I am becoming friends, in the very beginning of my friendships, I always set my boundaries, I guess you could say. Yes, it comes off the way you all say. We will have a conversation, we'll communicate, whatever. But by the end of whatever that conversation is, for certain, do not cross this line. Like, don't cross these lines. Those are my boundaries. Now I'll say it, as a friend, we'll communicate, we'll talk, we'll have a nice little kiki about it. But like I say, at the end, these are my boundaries. Because I've had to set boundaries not only with friends, family, co-workers, because we're human and we're not psychics. We cannot read someone's mind. We don't know, especially in the beginning of a friendship. You don't that person. Now, like us, almost 10 years in the game, by now we should know where everyone's boundaries are. or what lines not to cross, what buttons not to push. You know what I mean? And so this brings me to my next question. If you have set boundaries, however you want to look at it, is it different for different friends?